The playoffs are here, and you can predict the action all the way to the finals with FanDuel Predicts. Predict the spread, the total points, and even the game-winning moments that make the playoffs. Sign up and get a $25 bonus with FanDuel Predicts.
Offered by FanDuel Prediction Markets, LLC, a registered futures commission merchant. 18-plus bonus is non-withdrawable and expires 7 days after receipt. Trading derivatives involves significant risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Manage your activity with their consumer protection tools. Restrictions apply. See terms at FanDuel.com/predicts/bonus-offer-terms.
LinkedIn's AI-powered job search can help you find the most relevant roles based on your goals and experience. It cannot help you find something to talk about in the elevator.
So, ride any dragons this weekend?
It can help you find your next job just by describing it in your own words. It cannot stop your coworker from describing their dreams.
So I was flying, right?
And while we can't help you advance in the office foosball tournament, LinkedIn can help you advance in your career. LinkedIn is the network that works for you.
I wanted to talk to Scott a couple of weeks ago, but our schedules were screwed up, about this sculpture he did where he's something else, this guy. He had a huge hand, with the middle finger up, which he placed outside of City Hall. Now, weeks before that, I had the fortunate opportunity with Scott and Johnny Tobacco and others to be there when he unveiled that great painting of Mamdani. But this one was for the ages, the big middle finger. It seems like every week Scott LoBaido does something else, proving his love for the city and his disdain for our leaders. So here he is, the great Scott LoBaido. Scotty, good morning, buddy. How are you?
Good morning, Sid. Good morning. I say this once in a while about your show, but I got to emphasize the audience needs to hear it again. You guys, you really are like an artist, and that includes the whole crew. You see me, you follow me. I'm on Instagram. You make people cry. I make people cry. I make them angry. I make them laugh. I entertain them, and then I punch them in the face with the hard-ass truth and make them think. And you guys are exactly the same. Listen, you guys, when I'm up, it's like I'll piss my pants. I mean, just before you're talking about Asian Ted. And, I'm tight with those guys. I'm like, oh, my God, it's true. Is he? Maybe he is. It's great. Anyway, I'm going to see them.
Thank you.
I'm going to see them. I'm going to see them Saturday. For Rudy and Ted, because he's got a big birthday party at the America First Warehouse in Long Island, so I'll be there. And I'll put the word in to have him give you a call, get on the show.
Oh, he's having a big birthday party out there? That's great.
Yeah. I was planned for a while, and then when he almost died, I was like, and then a week later, the guy Joe the Box who runs it, he's like, you're coming, right? And I'm like, wait a minute, isn't he? He's not well. He goes, no, he's good. He's coming. He'll be there. So, so we'll see them tomorrow night. But, yeah, no, you guys are really – that's why you're great. I mean, you're great, obviously. You run the ship, but, you need your mates and the whole crew. It just – you provoke emotion. That's the point.
Yeah,
and it's not just one emotion.
Thank you.
There's a sports show. There's a political talk show. There's just a news show. There's just a comedy show. But you got it all wrapped up in one, and people need that nowadays because everybody – we're all sucked into the technology, and everything happens quick, and you lose people quickly. But not you guys. Hence, number one.
Thank you.
But anyway,
thank you.
Yeah, and again, back to the being creative and capturing emotion and provoking emotion. The feelings of a community. This one I knew was going to be a doozy. The big middle finger sculpture.
It was so good, bro. It was so good.
It was just classic. I mean. And again, it's the sentiment that, we are the artists, that we have to portray what the community, the sentiments and the feelings of our community. That's what the great artist does. Not his, great brushstrokes or how he creates things, but to capture that sentiment, that feeling of the city. And never before has the city felt this disdain for somebody. And that includes a lot of his voters. I'm going to say maybe most of them, you might agree, who are now like, these are the repercussions of my actions, thinking that I was going to get all this wonderful free shit stuff, and here it is. It's backfiring, small businesses, you name it. We don't have to go through it. You say it every 5 minutes of the day. But this was the feeling of the people of this city, and that's the majority of them, and including, I mean, if you saw the video when I first posted it, I have this little number 110, written on the sculpture, and there's a couple of people figured it out. That's the badge number of Officer Jonathan Diller, who was killed by a repeat offender. Yeah. And I know it's a weird place to put a memorial tribute on a giant middle finger, but because it represents that this middle finger is also from most of the greatest police force in the world, the NYPD. And, they can't say a word. Look what happened to our buddy Captain Wilson, because he said a couple of, opinionated things that weren't vulgar.
He told the truth.
Weren't threatening.
He told the truth.
But it wasn't aggressive. It wasn't, he told the truth. And look what happened to him. They wanted to hang him. And Mr. Wilson, if you're listening, they're going to sing songs around campfires about you, pal, because you are an effing legend. And, you know the deal. These cops, you're like me. We worship these cops. We do everything we can to promote them, celebrate them, and they can't say a word, but yet these wild, vicious animals can wreak havoc throughout the cities and get away with it. So anyway, I'm going to say we because you do the same with your voice, and I do it with my heart. We speak for the NYPD, and this is a big FU to this mayor from them. Whether they say it or not, we know their sentiments and how they feel. So it was a big hit.
Huge. Oh, it was huge. I mean, it was trending for hours and hours on Twitter. Did you know that? You were trending on Twitter.
Oh, dude, it went more than any of my actions, and most of my actions go viral. This one is I'm still getting a hit from in News England. The Jerusalem Post did it the other day. So I'm like, all right, good. I know this is going to be a good one.
So have you started then, because, again, you had two big ones in a row, the unveiling of the painting and then the big middle finger. Have you already considered what you're doing next, or does it just come to you? Like, for example, I played Angel of Harlem this morning, and Bono tells the story. He was at a diner in New York, and he just started writing down on a napkin some lyrics, turned it to Angel of Harlem. It wasn't like he planned on writing a song that day. Have you already planned your next move, or does it just come to you?
The next one is it's going to be. I have just got to keep top of myself. Again, being the artist, you paint the Mona Lisa. What do you got to do next? You got to do something.
Right.
And again, back to the bar napkin. I'm a barfly. That's where all of my ideas. I carry napkins and pencils in my sock, and I'll just sit there. I'll be sitting with my girlfriend, and she's like in the middle of a conversation at dinner at a restaurant, and she'll be like, "What are you doing? I'm talking to you." I got to write this down. This is my next. She rolls her eyes because she knows it's going to be, Yeah. But it's going to be epic, and it will be at the same location.
All right. We love that location right outside of City Hall, because we know eventually, whether he's there at that time or not, eventually he's going to see it. Hey, how was that rally 2 nights ago? I didn't make it. I know you did. How was that?
Sid, I agree with you and I disagree with you. I agree with you because I've been doing this forever, and I slowed down of having these big rallies because of the lack of attendance. If you don't have attendance, you don't get the point across. And people are, we did win the closing of these illegal alien shelters here of these unvetted men across the street from a little girl's school here in Staten Island, because I finally got the people out by the thousands and thousands, day in and day out. It wasn't just one night. So shit works. I'm sorry again, cousin. That stuff works, but you gotta attend. So this rally was great. And again, I disagree with you where, nothing gets done. It's something that people need to be part of that are just sitting home. So if that's all it is that gets them out, I saw a lot of faces that are familiar, my fans and everything, and a lot of hot women, which is what you guys discussed, which is, another reason why you attend these things. Just the nature of primitive humanity. But no, it was a really powerful event. It was really good. And, it was a nice, the cops were great. There was a lot of peace. I had a couple of my guys with me. But there was the big buffer zone, which I was disappointed in, because last year or the year before, I had a big rally at City Hall, at Grayson Mansion against Eric Adams. And we were right there. They allowed us to be right there. And they shut it all down. We had to be down on that one street. So that was, the hypocrisy again. Do as they say, not as they do. You could have these no buffer zones at these Israeli schools, but we got to have a buffer zone around my precious area. It is what it is. But it was a great.
Okay, Brooke Goldstein did a great job, and Jane and Brooke did a terrific job. Michelle also. That's right. So on the way out, Scott, I don't know this. I don't think I know this, but are you a big Nick fan?
I'm a NASCAR fan, dude.
So last week, you must have been really upset when Kyle Busch died.
Yeah. I'm a real NASCAR fan. I give the rookies, they got to earn my keep. Like Jeff Gordon, I never liked him for the last 7 years, and then he earned my keep. Respect. Kyle was a crybaby, a little whiny, and then he grew, and then, nasty guy, tough guy. And he said a lot of things about Dale Earnhardt Sr. that us Dale Earnhardt fans were not happy about. But again, the last few years, he came on to me. I rooted for him at the Daytona 500 because he is one hell of a driver, God rest his soul. I mean, he's the epitome of NASCAR. So It's a major loss. Yeah. It really is. I know most people listen to your show. Thinking cars going around in circles.
No, but you know what's funny? No, but this show, you actually, no. Like WFAN, yes. They want to hear about the Knicks and the Mets and the Yankees. But this show, most of the people that listen to me watch Fox News. And if you watch Fox News, for example, on the weekends, when they've
you're right.
Campos, they actually did the show live, Campos, Griff, and Charlie, Sunday from the Indianapolis Speedway before the Indy 500. And they had everybody on, from Jimmy Johnson to all the racers that raced against Kyle Busch. So my listeners are also Fox News fans, and because NASCAR is on Fox News bends over backwards to give you that coverage.
Yes, and I've pigeonholed you, thinking that you're just here in the city. Remember, you're national now, so you're reaching out to the middle of America.
That's right.
These are the,
I got to be honest, Scott. I didn't know much about the guy that won the race in Indy this weekend. I don't know much about him. I never really. I don't think he's a big deal, is he?
I'm not. Again, I'm more NASCAR. I'm not a real fan. I mean, I love all fast cars. I just got here in my 5.0 brand new GT Mustang. Just fighting off some idiot wearing a mask with nobody else in his car, driving 2 miles an hour. But yeah, no. And again, back to the Knicks. Of course, I'm a New Yorker. I'm a New York fan. I'm rooting for them, But cars going around in circles, crashing at 200 miles an hour. That's my cup of tea.
I know. It is great. It is great. And you're great, Scotty. Great job here today, as always. And we missed you yesterday, but you came back and killed it today. And we got a lot of big birthday parties coming up, Scott, and I can't wait to celebrate all those with you. And I think about the nation turning 250 years old. You're the guy I want to be with. So, as always, Scott LoBaido, thank you so much.
Love you, brother.
Love you, too. And thank you for the kind words, Scotty. That meant a lot coming from you. Seriously. You are a heck of an entertainer yourself.
Thanks for listening to Sid and Friends in the Morning. You can hear Sid and Friends in the Morning weekday mornings at 6. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?